What is up, everyone? Hope everyone's having a wonderful morning, a great day, depending on what time you're listening. Welcome to my new podcast. It's Evil and Blunt with Djay. Real talk, raw thoughts, high as hell. Stay blunt or stay gone. What you rolling on? It's a vibe, safe space for chill, deep convos. Podcast where we interview random people and they talk about their upbringing and any personal information they're comfortable admitting in that space. I talk as a host, not a therapist. I try to relate to individual situations, and you can still talk about mental health journeys, but it doesn't have to be the main thing I talk about. This is not therapy or professional advice. We're just two people talking about life. If you need help, please reach out to a mental health professional. All right, so today I got my boy Daquan on this mug. Daquan, go ahead and introduce yourself real quick.
Yo, it's your boy Daquan, aka Djay. Follow me on Instagram at DJAYN1.
Alright, for sure. Alright, so first thing that we want to sit over here and do, we want to, start off with some course starter questions. So obviously, before we get going, it is called the Evil and Blunt podcast. So obviously, we finna go ahead and spark up real quick. But the first question I want to ask you, broski, is what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear the word peace?
The first thing that comes to my mind when I hear the word peace is actually another word, and I'll just keep it simple and I'll just say love, because peace, when I hear the word peace and then I hear love, I just love peace, because that's all you want in life, whether you just want to do what you love to do in life and be at peace. I don't think a lot of people want to deal with no toxic life or nothing like that.
Exactly. Feel like you got to stress 24/7. Feel like that. I don't know. For me personally, when I hear the word peace, I just think of being able to wake up in a positive mood on a day-to-day basis. You know what I'm saying? Actually be able to. I'm not saying you got to be in this mug cheesing from fucking cheek to cheek and shit like that, but to be on some good mood type shit on the regular, like actually be able to feel good about like, this is going to be a good day. I'm waking up, this is going to be a good mood. You know what I mean? I feel like too many times in today's society, we have it where everybody wakes up on some negative shit a lot of times. And I don't know, I just kind of feel like that the longer and longer we go down in time, everybody seems to always think too much and way too much on the negative that goes on in life instead of actually focusing on the positive. A lot of people, you get people out here, sometimes things might not be going well for them in life or the way that they want shit to go. You just gotta wake up and be happy that you living for another day and just find a way to move on and stay positive and remain positive for real. I feel like in today's society, it's easier to be like, yeah, man, you know what? I'm not liking the way shit going. I'm gonna do A, B, C. I'm gonna try to do this. Shit just not going my way. So motherfuckers be feeling like that's why it be such a high depression rate nowadays, because everybody sometimes, and this is a hot take, I sometimes feel like that people don't always try to immediately figure out how to adjust with situations. And it's just like, their safe space sometimes is dealing with their depression. But sometimes you can get out of that cycle if you actually just look at the bigger picture and not always be stuck at what's actually happening in a moment for real. Give me one quick second real quick. Hey, go ahead, bro. You might have to read like that a certain way though. So, But the next thing that I want to ask you, bro, what would you say a perfect day looks like for you, broski?
A perfect day? What a perfect day look like to me? First of all, that's a good question. Most importantly, I know whatever that perfect day gotta be, I just know I want my friends and family involved. Like I ain't gonna say never, but at this age, like I never had like all my friends and my family together. Like back then when I was younger.
Yeah.
So I say I gotta have my friends and family all together. Like we just kicking it or something at like barbecue or something. Just I want all my people together. Gotta have my girlfriend. I just say just be around my people for real and just enjoy the vibes. Be out of town or something. Go out the country or something with everybody I love. You feel me?
I feel that completely. Because a lot of times for a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, the perfect day is just everybody that they care about, just, you know what I'm saying, being in unison, being in a good mood, you know what I'm saying, everybody just having a good time together, because that shit doesn't happen often today, in today's society. And it's like, I feel like that you gotta really appreciate the time that you have with the people that are close to you these days, because you never know, man. It'd be crazy out here in this world. Somebody who you could be like your best friend, motherfuckers, your day one type shit like that. Next day you could be finding out some bad news. So it's always good to appreciate the people that you have in your life, whether that's family, friends, significant others, all of that stuff, while you still have them. That's the way I always look at stuff, because I feel like a perfect day for me, I need it, man. You know, I wake up, I'm in a good mood, you feel me? Let's say I got work. I go to work, everything smooth as hell. I ain't got to do no extra work, you feel me? It's just like a smooth ass day. You know, motherfuckers eat the right thing early in the morning. Like, for me, like, one of my favorite go-to meals, for real. Like, I fuck with the French toast heavy. I ain't gonna lie to you. French toast
sir,
be that shit, bro. Some well-done French toast hit different. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yes, sir.
And I'll be feeling like too many times that, you know, you got people, they like they pancakes and shit, and I don't mind that. You know, IHOP be that shit sometimes. Well, no, all the time. I ain't gonna lie, IHOP, I ain't never had a bad experience with them niggas. I ain't gonna lie. But
IHOP?
yeah, hell yeah, I ain't never had a bad experience with them.
Yeah, maybe like customer service wise, but not food wise.
That's basically what I meant. Yeah, because customer service, I feel like a lot of times, with these fast food places out here, for it's like, people, it's a location type thing, you feel me? Like, you go somewhere and the food would be busting, but, you know, it took you forever to get your seat. It might have took you forever to get your food. Gee, one thing that used to always kill me is whenever I go to a restaurant and you order your food and somebody order their food behind you, and then you see, like, the waiter walk up. This killed me all the time, because I swear to God, like, you see them walk out the back with some food, and it's like they lock eyes with you, and then immediately walk right past you, and shit be killing me all the time. That should be funny as hell.
Yeah. That's just, you just be too thirsty, but.
Hell yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I be hungry as... Gee, I go... go in that motherfucker hungry as hell, like, damn, how he getting this food for me? I ordered right for him. Okay, so, I fuck with the answers, Okay, so, what's your favorite way to clear your mind, gang?
Alright, so I got right now, I'm actually learning on a new way. So, I mean, it's cliche, nothing like fancy or nothing, but I say, like, back then, I say one way to clear my mind was, I say, like, I'll just isolate myself, you feel me? Probably, most likely go listen to some music. Whatever mood I'm in, if I enchannel my feelings for whatever mood I'm in. I'm gonna go listen to that type of music. If I'm feeling like I need to grind, I'm gonna go play some music that feel like get me in grind mode.
Exactly. I know exactly what you mean. Because, like, a lot of times, having some music that can connect with whatever the feelings that you have at the moment, it goes hand in hand for real. It make you, I don't know, when something can hit your emotions head on, outside of you having to actually, like, just flat out talk about it type shit, I feel like it'd be hitting different for real. For me personally, what I would necessarily say is that a fair way for me to clear my mind, I got a couple of ways. I play the game, obviously, which is probably the most cliche answer. I play the game. But to be honest, it's like, sometimes the game piss me off too. I ain't even gonna lie to you. So I gotta get off that motherfucker sometimes. For me also though, I used to draw sometimes. You feel me? I used to be like that at first with the art shit, but then it's like, bro, I had stopped though, because it was like, I felt like personally, I don't know, I just didn't have that what's the word I'm thinking here? I just didn't have, like, I don't know, nothing that was really making me feel like I should keep doing it.
You say you like passion.
Yeah, I didn't have that passion for drawing. I was always raw at the shit though. Like, if I really lock in on anything, I can draw it. Like, legitimately, it's funny because, like, my girl always be like telling me to shut up when I say this, but, like, bro, I'll be fried high as hell, and it's like I can see the detail and everything perfectly. So I'll be like, gee, I could draw you right now if I really wanted to. I say that shit about everything. I'm watching motherfuckers on TV. I can draw them if I felt like it. It's like, It's all about how I'm feeling in a moment. Another thing I used to do, I used to make music and shit like that. Like, I don't know. Making music is really depending on how I'm feeling type thing. For me to make like peak music though, I gotta be fried. Like I feel like fried, just like you come up on the mic just cooking some shit. You feel me? When I actually gotta sit there and think about it, it's like I write like a whole verse. I'm like, I'm gonna come back to this.
So would you? I think I know the answer to it, but would you say you have a passion for music, or would you consider it just a hobby?
Wait, what? Are you talking about like the music is it?
Yeah, like music you make.
I feel like it's a mixture. I feel like it's always been a hobby for me because it's like, you feel me, it comes to me naturally. So if I truly want to make music, I can. But then the thing is too though, I feel like music is like a thing that go with emotions, like you just said, right? So sometimes I won't be feeling like I'm in the mood to make some music. Sometimes things go good. All right, let me hop in that motherfucker and make some music. Sometimes I'm pissed off. Let me go make some music. You feel me? But I don't know. I feel like if I'm not just like truly feeling a certain type of way, I ain't gonna have the feeling to want to really make some music like that. Like, don't get me wrong, I like doing it, but yeah, it's definitely. And I mean, I did have a passion for it at first. Like when I was like when I first started doing it back in like 2020. So I'm gonna be honest, like I don't tell a lot of people this, but basically the way that I really got into music like that for real, like actually wanting to make my own shit, was because during COVID and even a little bit before that, like I was a huge fan of Juice WRLD. Like I didn't even go cap, like a huge fan of Juice WRLD. So I started listening to his music, and I'm like, man, like, bro don't even like, you know, he was doing that shit so natural. It didn't feel like bro had to actually try. He could get fried, hop on the fucking mic and just get to spitting shit for like damn near hours and shit. And it was funny because like, you know, I was always a fan, but what really made me a fan was when I watched that Juice WRLD documentary and shit like that. Like I was like, man, it kind of made me mad for it, because it was like, all y'all was enabling this nigga to do drugs. Y'all like could have told this nigga to slow down with that shit. I did peep at one point they was talking about how they was stopping him from drinking too much of that cough syrup shit and all that, but it's like still. But yeah, for me, that's music, the game.
Long live Juice, man.
I'm telling you, Juice was, motherfuckers be not understanding, man. That nigga was a legend to do what he did as quick as he did. I always argue with niggas this, but I stand on this, bro. I think Juice WRLD would have been as big as Drake if he kept rapping. I think he would have been probably, and I legitimately say that.
That's a big statement, gang. I ain't gonna lie.
I believe it though, because bro, did you see the following he got? He had music with everybody. So think about that. I ain't never heard him and Drake cross over, which made me always feel like on the low, like Drake must have felt like he was competing with him. Cause why? Think about it. I know why Drake didn't do music with X, cause he was into it with that nigga. So I get that. But I mean, why? Think. G Herbo did music with Juice. Polo G did music with Juice. NBA YoungBoy did music with Juice. I think Dirk. Like, I'm like, why the fuck?
I mean, Drake ain't doing music with a lot of big rappers though. Bro.
I agree. Don't get me wrong. I get that, but it's like, come on, now, for they would have went hard on a song together. There's a lot of people who I feel like would have went hard on a song with Juice, and I was disappointed because I'm like, damn, niggas like that who be coming into the raw as hell at first, they always gotta die to some crazy shit. Like what happened with fucking with X, bro. Come on, that's some crazy ass. That's a crazy ass way to have to. That's why I don't know. A lot of people be thinking that should be a part of that Illuminati shit. It'd be funny when I be hearing people talk about it. I be like, man, what the hell? Cause like you get these people who come out like it was this. Okay, you know when a motherfucker is like an industry plant for it, because you can tell clear as day. It was this one dude I heard recently. What the fuck was it? What do you say? Fly like a jet. They gonna be surprised when I made this beat. Baby Chief went Kanye West. I'm like, bruh. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, that song decent, but I'm like, bro, this nigga industry plant like a motherfucker. You can tell.
You think so?
Bro, I ain't never hear him before that.
I
ain't never heard a Baby Chief do it before I heard that one song. G,
I kind of get what you're saying, but he decent though.
No, he not ass. I ain't saying it like he ass. It's just that. Okay, so like for example, you know how people say like how Ice Spice. Like people say Ice Spice is like a plant, yeah. Right? I mean, I think they just say that whenever some random person come out the blue making it big and shit like that. They like, nigga, I ain't even see you. You feel me? When you was coming up, you just randomly pop up already at the. I'm like, but I mean, I fucked with the music. I ain't gonna lie. I be feeling like a lot of people, they reminisce on the past when it comes to music, and that leads me into my next question, right? So, dead ass, everybody says they feel like 2016 to 2017 was peak everything, right? So what is it about those years that's hard for somebody to replicate these days? Like, why is it hard to replicate? Like, why is it that, like, gaming ain't really been as peak as that point? Like, it's funny when you think about it, because I know games is getting better over time, but it's like they getting lazier, G. Like, I don't even know how it is, but it's just like, man, shit is crazy for real.
Yeah. I just think, shit, nowadays, everything for money now, man.
Yeah.
Everything literally for money. Everybody just want to do something for money.
And it's like, I get it. It's like, I get it, obviously, because they trying to get shit out. Because in their mind, profit is better over whatever the fuck that they put out. But it's like, G, like, I be feeling like they be forgetting. Like, do you forget that if you really wanted to make money, you use the same formula, G? Like, think about it. How many times have you seen something that they tried to change some shit and it was an unnecessary ass change that ruined the game? Or hell, even music, G. How many rappers try to switch their flow a weird way and then all of a sudden that shit just fizz out? They not the same no more.
Yeah, man. All that be for the money, man.
I already know. It's funny because it's like
none of the games we played back then is the same, bro.
Oh God. You know what's funny, bro? I be thinking about this sometimes. Maybe we do be stuck on the past because, bro, whenever I look back at like old games or any of that shit game, I swear to God, that shit be feeling, I don't know, it feel like you gotta really kind of appreciate what you have now too, like how games and how everything has changed over time. Because if games still played the same way as they did years ago, shit would be kind of, I don't know, it feel weird. Like, I played Call of Duty World War II and Black Ops 2 after playing this newer shit all the time. And, bro, like, even though them was good, might have been good games for their time, bro, that shit be having me feel like I'm just walking in mud, G. You be running slow as hell. You can't do no type of movement on that motherfucker. Can't slide, none of that shit. You just run and aim. And I mean, I was always good at that shit, but it's, like, still, like, I don't know. Everything got to change. Like, I'm sure, like, I know y'all be fucking with the sports games heavy and shit like that, like, do you personally, you like how 2K is now, G? Or do you think you think it was better back then?
Oh, man, you already know, man. You doing this for the audience, I feel, you know.
Yeah, of course.
But you know, man, I don't fuck with this new 2K, man.
Yeah.
You know, back then, 2K used to be cold, man.
No, yeah, it was more about like...
It was cold. It was real live about basketball. Man.
Exactly, and they kind of went away from that, trying to make it all this extra shit at this point. Which makes sense. It's like, shit. I gotta say, though, I definitely like the older Call of Duties over the newer shit. But that's because, I mean, I played that shit. That was peak gaming, you feel me? It was about gun skill.
What's your favorite Call of Duty?
Honestly, my favorite Call of Duty is Modern Warfare 3. The 2011 one. Yeah, that's the best one. You gotta throw
a little crowd applause in that.
Oh, man.
hey, man, that's a great answer. I'm glad you said that. That's mine too.
Yeah, people don't understand. Like, everybody talk about Black Ops 2G, but MW3 was raw as hell. Like, it was fast paced. All I remember playing on Dome with the ACR 6.8G. I was cooking shit. Raw as hell. No recoil whatsoever, G. That
used to spit.
Oh God.
On,
bro, that's exactly what I would do. I would ride. That shit was busting. I remember I used the Striker. Remember that semi-auto, boy? That bitch was decent. Hell yeah. That bitch was decent. Just that bitch was spitting. Yeah. Games don't have that same factor no more, G. Like, I can't play the game, bro. I play Call of Duty now, and I hop on for maybe 20 minutes. Maybe an hour. It depends on how I'm feeling for real. Because, like, when I'm running with the guys, on that shit all the time, G. I mean, like, literally, like, I be running that shit. We be playing that shit from, like, let's say from, 3 to maybe, 8 type shit like that. Like, if the session's actually there, it's busting. But most of the time, that shit don't go like that. Like, I don't like the way that they made the game where if you're good, you get punished. I feel like that shit is just stupid. And it's like that in every game. That's what they did nowadays. That's why the game is ass now because, like you said, back in the day, it was about skill. It's not about skill now because it's a million things that can low-key fuck with what's, how you going in the game. Like, when we be playing 2K sometimes, I think it's something built in their game like it is in Call of Duty, where if you do good too many times, it puts you in some shit. Because, like, we be playing games, and, like, you can't time your shot, like, all of a sudden the same. And I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, so it's skill based in that shit too.
Yeah,
Then I figured it was.
Yeah,
That's why the
it's
games be
skill-based.
ass.
It go off your rep. Like you ever reach Hall of Fame or the little gold.
Yeah, I've been both of
They
those.
gonna make you play other ones.
Yes, all game, and you playing against parties at that. And I think that's the problem a lot of times with games, like because you force us in these sweaty lobbies. A lot of niggas who thirsty play as a group. So if you a solo player, you running into 5-man teams 24/7. That shit be ass. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like if I usually run COD, I run that shit with 2 other people. I don't need I don't need 5 niggas to run the game with. Just give me 2 other people that's competent, and I'm decent. My homie got this thing that we be doing. This how I low key be enjoying the game. Like so, like we play regular lobbies, but he got a VPN. So what happens is we play all type of lobbies, not just thirsty lobbies 24/7. We still play thirsty niggas, cause I just nuked some thirsty niggas the other day. That shit was funny as hell. But it's like them niggas be just like super thirsty on that shit. And it's like, I don't know, people sometimes come off work, a motherfucker could be dealing with some shit, you feel me? Motherfucker hop on the game for a good time. Motherfuckers hop on the first game. You don't even get a warm up in today's games, for it's like the first thing you play. You gotta play against the thirstiest motherfuckers ever. It's
Ain't
like,
you
God.
thirsty yourself?
No,
that's exactly
crazy
why
to
you
say.
in that lobby.
No, I know. It's just like, damn, I gotta play that 24/7. Throw me a chill lobby. You feel me? Throw me some shit.
That's that back then stuff, bro.
Bro, that's why the old games.
Chill.
You feel
whack
me?
a little weak motherfucker here and
You
there.
feel me? Yeah. I gotta be, bro. Every game I play, G, I gotta spam the slide button a million times to compete, G. Like I'm like, bro, that shit terrible. I be gunning motherfuckers, but it's like, bro, I don't want to play like that. That shit be tiring on your fingers after a while. Cause me playing with an elite controller, I don't never be in this bitch pressing the B button. I just press that paddle over and over, and bro, that shit be tiring as fuck. Like I'm in this bitch pushing buttons on a computer 24/7. Shit be funny as hell. But I just feel like a lot of time, and music, G, music. That this is something that needs to be said, right? Like all them people from that 2016, they all made it big at some point, and that's why I respect that class, right? But a lot of them niggas that made it big from that shit, they don't even make music no more, bro. Like I used to fuck with Trippie Redd, bro. Nigga don't even make music no more. And it's like, I don't know, like damn, niggas be just stopping randomly, like bro, they be peak. But I think what happens is when you get peak, they start kind of making you where it's like you so big you don't even gotta make music, like kind of like what they do with like Rihanna, pretty much. Kind of like you see how she big without music, but she can still do music if she wanted to type shit. It's just, I don't know, it'd be crazy. It'd be for real. But that's gonna lead me into my next question. All right, so this I'm gonna ask the little deeper questions. You feel me? Okay. Do you think that people are born good or bad?
Born good or bad?
Yeah. Like, do you believe that a person can come out with just automatic negative intentions, or do you believe that only, you know what I'm saying, like people develop that over time throughout their life experiences type shit?
Great question. I don't think nobody's just born bad or good. Honestly, I can't say that. I think people just really do what they learn and what they see.
Exactly. Like if you was around a certain thing, you feel me, it's just gonna stick with you. It's like people upbringing type shit like that. But like that shit is crazy how that works though, because it's like I feel like a person can be born like good. I feel like I think, like you said, I think everybody's born good for real. I feel like what happens is you go through obstacles in life, and how it affects you is what kind of changes your character and shit like that. It be some people out here who be having some issues, but a lot of times I feel like, you know, it be just some people who just, you know, they don't know how to properly turn their emotions to, you know, a better way of going about shit. Like, cause I feel like in today's society, it's a lot of crazy shit that go on. It's crazy shit that I see all the time on like the little crime alert joints and shit like that. I'm like, damn, bro, it's really motherfuckers doing that much shit out here? Like, god damn. It's just like, and bro, you know what's really annoying me, G? The way people have been driving. So recently, I ain't been driving as much because I went to go get my brakes fixed, right? I was like, all right, I'm finna get my brakes fixed. They put my shit on the machine, and to my surprise, I had been getting it told back and forth when the brake light randomly went out on me. It just randomly popped. So I'm like, I bet if I gotta fix the brake line, I'm gonna pay for that shit, get that shit out the way. I go in there to pay for that, and these niggas pick up my car on the little thing, and my rear suspension wheels, both of those, them bitches basically rusted off the hinges. I don't know how I drove that bitch home for real, fool, but I did it perfectly fine. I feel like it's weird though because I feel like I know my car was older, but for me to for my car to go out on me that way compared to the way that it would normally do, I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, damn. But I'm like, fuck it. So I just been in this bitch just looking for other cars at this point. But I'm trying to find something decent. I be seeing everybody putting up like motherfucking like Nissans and shit, but they be putting up like earlier years. I looked that bitch up. It's telling me something about a CVT or some shit like that, a transmission or some shit. I gotta be a little careful on that song because I ain't trying to deal with that shit a second time. It's just crazy though. I'm like, I thought my car was gonna fuck up on me like the engine going out or some shit like that. That bitch got that rusty. Motherfucker was ashy as hell, boy. That shit
I think I remember you showing me that.
Oh no, this was something that recently happened. What you talk about was when I had to get the ball joint fixed. I had got that fixed. All that shit was perfect. I wasn't having no issues. And then, but what I think really killed my car though for when I moved over here is more speed bumps over here than it was when I lived in Hyde Park. Hyde Park was like smooth street type shit. Over here it was speed bump, but I be driving over them motherfuckers regularly, so it's like I don't be speeding over shit. I be seeing motherfuckers running right over them bitches. Tires looking like they falling off the hinges and shit. Oh hell nah. But okay, let me ask you this one, my boy. If you could smoke with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Yeah, I think I have to choose between. Yeah, I'm gonna go Wiz Khalifa, man.
Wiz Khalifa, that's a good one.
It was between him or Snoop Dogg.
That's crazy because why was Snoop Dogg the first thing that kind of popped in my mind? I don't know why that's crazy. I didn't even think about Wiz. I be forgetting about Wiz Khalifa. Wiz Khalifa is basically a modern day Snoop Dogg. If I was being honest,
he seemed pretty like a chill dude.
Yeah, it's crazy when you really think about it because it's like the way that this stuff has gone over time, the way that like artists have gotten, it's just like bro, like what happened to Uzi, G? What the fuck happened to Uzi? That nigga was making bangers at one point, G, and then they got him making this zesty music now, bro. Like what the fuck? This is not the Uzi I grew up listening to. Like it's crazy. It's like niggas get too big and then they start making anything. Motherfuckers be spit. I'm just glad you ain't got motherfuckers like what's his name? Like 6ix9ine still making music. I don't know how that nigga career lasted that long for real, but I think it was just because he was a troll. They was like, that's something new. Hey, something fresh. That's funny when you were thinking about it.
It's about something fresh. You ain't never seen no troll rapper.
They like this nigga actually out here sitting over here being a character. It's funny because you think about it, everybody's a character, like in their own life type shit like that. But it's like at the same time, I don't know what it is, but like it's like you your own character, and then it's like celebrities are like, how can I say this? It's like what's the word? They're made. What the fuck? I can't think of the exact word, but it's like you watching characters that's like pushed. I don't know how to push characters. I don't know how the fuck to describe
they
it.
just glorified.
Huh?
I said they just glorified.
Oh, I'm dead, man. I feel slow as hell. That's the word I was thinking of. Glorified, G. Like literally.
Glorified.
That's exactly it. Like it's funny when you realize that shit.
People really look up to celebrities.
Exactly. And that actually leads me into my next thing, right? So like you mentioned how people be listening to singers. What the fuck? So it's so funny because nowadays when I see music, I be hearing the stuff that people be putting out and shit, and it's like, what the fuck happened to music, G? Like, don't get me wrong, I ain't one of them niggas that be acting like they old head shit. Music is trash. I knew a nigga that was still playing 2010 music daily, G. He was like, bro, that shit was trash. I did not want to hear that shit every fucking day. Nigga in that bitch playing, Party Like a Rock Star, bro. I'm like, bro, you bogus as hell. This old ass song. Like, come on now. I ain't saying you gotta be jamming all the new shit. It's cool to listen to some old songs, but bro, you gotta have some decency. That shit be funny. But let me think. I feel like what's something that you personally believe in that most people don't?
That's a great question. What's something I believe in that most people don't? That's a good ass question.
Oh, bro, I had to. You feel me? I had to pull out the deep questions.
I guess I pretty much sound cliche, but I would say first thing that come to my head is like I feel like in life, like everything not gonna be sweet. I feel like you gonna have your tough times. I feel like
Exactly.
you gonna have it might be so long. I think you have to still be optimistic.
Exactly. That's what I tell people all the time. People, it's mindset. Mindset really can control how shit go for you. And I learned this at an early age. But like, if you always down on yourself, always upset that something ain't go the way that you wanted it to go, and not patient, you gonna put yourself in like a non-stop spiral of being a certain way type shit like that. But if you actually just believe in and waiting, believe in patience, I feel like sometimes shit comes to people. People be too concerned with trying to be like everybody else for it. They don't understand, like, it's good to take your time with stuff. I know how it is out here. I know how life is. I know how all this shit is. But it's like, you just gotta know. You know what I'm saying, that stuff take time. Like, bro, I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I was hearing about how in certain states they was talking about how they was not allowing niggas to buy snacks with link cards no more. Think about how funny that is. Do you know how many stores were shut down because of that shit? Because think about it, not many people buying snacks with cash. It's link card. Niggas swiping them bitches 24/7. Bro, I mean, gas stations will only be for gas. Motherfuckers will only buy a few snacks. Because I go in a gas station and shit that when it was during COVID time was like $1.50, $2. That shit $3.99, $4 now. Bag of peach rings. It's not even a big bag. It's a small bag. Them bitches $4. How the fuck this $4? I'm slamming this shit. Like, it be blowing me. I'm like, damn. And then they be just, I don't know. I feel like they be taxing for no reason. Like, sometimes I can understand if the quality busting, but if I buy something and still have issues, and that motherfucker costing me $4, nah, nigga. Like, and then they be having a lot of limited edition stuff. I tried these Pop-Tarts. I think I was telling you. I tried these Pop-Tarts. They was Thin Mint cookies, and they was the coconut caramel cookies. They were Pop-Tarts full. Them bitches smack. They tasted just like the cookies, G. I ain't never in my life. But the thing is, Pop-Tarts always come in handy. Them niggas know how to replicate any flavor perfectly. I promise you. I be feeling like that shit. Like, every time I usually want to eat some breakfast. When I was a shorty, I used to love Pop-Tarts. My OG stopped getting us Pop-Tarts. We was having Toaster Tarts growing up. For them bitches had to do. I was making them bitches go. Them bitches was a hit. And then when you know what I'm saying, when my friends started getting a little bit older, my OG started getting the strawberries. But the strawberry regular Pop-Tarts, but I'm like, bro, I don't know. I don't like that shit. I like trying different ones. Like, I be sometimes getting wild berry. I even fuck with the toaster strudels for real. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I don't eat it all the time as breakfast, but you can eat it for breakfast. You know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers think that you supposed to, it's something sweet. I'm like, nigga, it's still for breakfast. Like, it's just a pastry. Like, a toaster strudel is just a Danish. You just eating a hot Danish early in the morning. That's basically all it is.
Yeah.
It's like, people don't be realizing that shit for real. But I don't know. I feel like, let me see. So, I got another good question for you, bro. Do you believe that everything happens for a reason?
Yes. I feel like everything does happen for a reason. We all here for a reason.
Exactly. It's crazy hearing you say that because I agree with you. I feel like, but I do feel like it's like a 50-50. This is why I say 50-50. Okay. So, there's a chance that you could be like, what's the word for this? There's a chance that you could be like wrong place, wrong time type situation. And you can have something either really bad happen to you or you can have something really good happen to you. You know what I mean? It's like a 50-50. It's a roll of dice for real. But at the end of the day, too, I also feel like shit like that goes off of your character. And it's weird to say, but I feel like in a weird way, your actions describe what type of shit come to you type shit like that. Like, I feel like if you a person, you know what I'm saying, you deal with your shit, but you know at the end of the day, you positive about your life type shit like that. You positive about shit, you good. You rarely have bad shit happen to you. For like, literally with me, the shit with my car it only happened randomly. It never happened like back to back to back to back. It was like, I bet my car was good for another 3 months. Okay, I had this issue. But I'm like, I mean, my car was a 05, so I was thinking to myself, like, I ain't really had too many issues. I just get that shit fixed immediately, and then I'm back on the road type shit. But it's like, I feel like at the same time, though, I done had my sense of good luck, G. Like, I randomly sometimes the mail come through, you feel me? You fuck around, get a random ass settlement or some shit like that. Some shit that you ain't even know that you forgot that you applied for type shit. You know, you have your good days type shit like that. And sometimes I don't know, you just get good news. I feel like good news, you know what I'm saying, will bring good shit to you. Like, I feel like if you thinking about like, okay, in today's day, you know what I'm saying? I dealt with this, but at the same time, you know, this. I feel like that's how you kind of counteract it. Nobody's saying you got to be 100% positive for real. I feel like, to be honest, I feel like everybody, even at their positivest, has a tiny bit of negativity in them because it's just what keeps you balanced as a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a switch though. So I think with everybody, everybody's naturally like a 99 positivity, 1% negativity. And then their life experiences kind of change that number over time. You feel me? So what they deal with. So you can start off 99-1, but then like, you know what I'm saying, maybe you had a bad childhood. Okay, you might be an 85-15 or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, people don't be realizing it. But I feel like that's why it be so many people who be feeling the same type of way these days. Because, you know, we all dealt with similar shit at some point. But at the end of the day, it's all about like mindset. It's all about positivity. It's all about at the same time thinking to yourself like, you know, I did this, you know what I'm saying? I had a good day, motherfuckers waking up, motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, breathing type shit. That's a good way to start the day off for real. But, alright, we done with the deep questions though. I already see. I got one for you right here, Brody. So look, when you get fried, gang, what's your go-to snack? What's something you bang it every fucking time that you get fried?
Let me I guess it's candy, gang. It's the nerds, the nerds with
the gummy clusters.
Yeah,
gang, that's what I go to. I love that shit, boy.
Yeah,
which bag? The red one or the blue one?
My favorite is the blue one.
Yeah, bro, the blue one more tangier than the pink one. I don't know what it is. That shit good as hell, G.
Sweeter.
Yes, bro. It's like I think the red one kind of like a little tarty, like a sweet tart type shit like that. But it's good though. But the blue one is just in a league of its own. G, I'll be that same way, bro. One time, me and my girl, we had got fried and pretty much we made some s'mores, right? So I had the dark chocolate Hershey's, the ones with the almonds and shit. Bro, I put that on top of that shit, came out busting. And then I got fried as hell, and I was like, you know what? Let me put a Kit Kat on this motherfucker, see how that shit hit. That shit was decent as hell. I ain't gonna lie to you. I put that bitch right in the air fryer. Like, I be cooking in my oven, but it depends on like if I feel like waiting. Like in my oven, I know I gotta cook a little bit longer because I gotta let it heat up first. But in the air fryer, I could just immediately put that bitch on. Shit getting cooked immediately. So I'm like, fuck it. It just depends on how I feel. But that shit crazy. It's funny because a lot of the times when I be really feeling like cooking, I be just like, I don't know. I get a random feeling and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna cook this, and that's exactly like I don't even be think, bro. It just come to me naturally, like the cooking shit. Like it's funny because when I lived with my OG, I wasn't cooking like that. Like I ain't gonna lie, I was waiting on her to cook. I was definitely appreciating it. Her meals was busting, but it's like at the same time, it's like when I had to live on my own type shit, I started cooking. It's like the first time I cooked, that shit just came out perfect. I'm like, damn. It's funny because I think I used to watch Emeril Lagasse when I was a shorty. Like I used to have a little paper, so I'll be watching him cook, and I had like a little fireman's hat, and I used to rip up paper and put it in there like I was cooking like Buddy on the TV and shit like that. Shit used to be funny. See, he'd be on that. He'd get towards the end of the show, he like, bam, all right, I'm going, guys. I'll see you next week. I'll be in that bitch laughing hard as hell every time. That shit just used to be funny to me. But okay. What's the wildest high story that you got? Like, what's the craziest shit that happened to you when you was fried?
Craziest stuff that happened to me when I was fried?
Hell yeah.
That's a good question. I'll probably say the most craziest thing that happened to me was when I first got started smoking. Like nothing really happened to me like ever since I first started smoking.
Man.
When I first started smoking, I was on the lakefront with my homies, and we was smoking blunt. But this was when the weed wasn't legal. Yeah, so I know. I was kind of paranoid. I was getting high and I was getting paranoid. Course. I wasn't even puffing the weed right, folks.
I know exactly how you probably was puffing it.
They had to teach me and shit. Well, I was getting scared. I used to see 12 on the lakefront. They on their bike riding past.
Oh yeah, no, they definitely be on that thirsty shit. They be out there all the time. It's kind of funny when I be really thinking about it because like, I don't know. They be acting like that they be finna really like catch a motherfucker or do something. But what I've noticed and from what I've observed, a lot of times only people get pulled over be like the people that look a certain type of way and do stupid shit. Like the person, like, let me ask you, like, so how do you drive on the highway? Is you one of the motherfuckers that be swerving lanes fast as hell? Or do you drive like, you drive fast, but you know what I'm saying, you drive safe type shit like that?
No, I'm never swerving lanes.
Yeah.
I ain't doing all that. But
Yeah, I never understand that shit, bro.
I'm pretty much. If I got a speed, I'm a speed, but most of the time I'm chilling. But it depends on how I'm feeling for real. I ain't never too thirsty, like over thirsty.
Yes, G, I be seeing people doing that shit. I'm like, bro, causing accidents, which that's what be killing me, bro. Like, so, okay, is it me or have you noticed like a lot of cars being shattered, car pieces all over the street 24/7 and shit, G? Like, motherfuckers can't drive at an all-time high.
Yeah.
Like, bro, it's insane. It's like low key. I came close to being in so many accidents, but because my brakes was good, G, I never really had issues for real. Like, I always was able to avoid getting in accidents because these motherfuckers be out here. One time I'm driving and I had the green light, right? This nigga drives down fast as hell, runs through the light as soon as I'm finna go up there. Luckily, I stopped type shit. Like, I done had motherfuckers who, they see I'm turning and the light turn green, motherfuckers still sitting up over there trying to speed up and shit. Like, I'm like, that shit ignorant, G. Like, bro, you can wait. Like, damn, calm down. And the thing is, like, I could understand if, like, I was one of those, like, people who be, like, the pedestrians, you know, the pedestrians where you cross the street and, like, you know, you trying to let a motherfucker cross the street and they taking their time walking and shit, like, you ain't got shit to do yourself, bro. Like, walk your bitch ass across the street. Shit be making me mad to see. I'm like, bro, like, come on now, G. Like, all right, I let you walk. Nobody told your ass pimp walk across the street. Like, come on now. Calm your ass down and let us all get where we gotta go. All right, bet. How about this? Okay. So, I know we all grew up off the same cartoons, bro. Adult cartoons, all that shit, right? So, if you had one cartoon character, gang, that you could smoke with, who would it be, G? And why?
Oh, man, that's another great question. And I'll probably smoke with Riley off Boondocks.
That's a good answer. You know, I feel like, hold on, I think somebody said Huey one time. Yeah, so that's a good one. I was wondering why nobody was saying Riley. I'm like, bro, you would be fucking rolling the whole time, bro. Like, literally, man. That's funny as fuck. I'm trying to think because now it's like, Sometimes I would feel like maybe like I say Peter Griffin sometimes just because I'm like the randomness that they do. But I also was thinking about some other like regular characters and shit, and then I was just thinking to myself like, what if, I'd say low key, I feel like regular show would be the funniest people, like just like maybe Mordecai and Rigby type shit like that. Like I know I say a character, but I think Mordecai and Rigby from regular show would be the perfect people to smoke with. The shit they be in is too fucking funny to not, bruh. Come on, now. Like can't nobody tell me that regular show wasn't low key supposed to be an Adult Swim show that they low key slipped on Cartoon Network. That show was so fucking good. Like think about all the cartoons that we had growing up, right? The Amazing World of Gumball, Adventure Time, you know, all that shit that we had in the past. We had the fucking Ed, Edd n Eddies, the fucking Johnny Bravos. You feel me? Like it's funny. Them old ass Scooby Doo's. I tell people this all the time. Somebody got mad at me for saying this, but like. When we grew up, you remember that shit? They Scooby Dooby Doo. Motherfuckers don't that. I say that shit weak. I told motherfuckers, I say the better shit is that what's new Scooby Doo. When you think about Scooby Doo, you probably think of that shit all the time. Or you think of that movie. You ever fuck with the IRL movies?
Yeah.
Oh God, 1 and 2 was a hit. Like
they movies was decent.
They did that shit to perfection. I ain't seen, and that's the thing. Like you see, that's an older movie, and they did that shit to perfection. Why, if they do that nowadays, is that shit weak?
They be corny.
Yes, over the top corny for no reason. And then they acting be too crazy. Like, bro, like, I don't know what it is about shows where it's kids in it, but they make they acting go over the top. Like, you ever watch something and like a motherfucker got to play on the little, like, it like you watching somebody on stage with the lights and shit. Like, I don't know. I be watching certain Netflix movies, and certain Netflix movies be like that. That shit be crazy to me. I be watching that shit and it be like, they'd just be over the top dramatic. I hate that shit with a passion. Like, just, bro, like, be normal. Like, even SpongeBob done turned to shit low key. Like, they like, and I'll be honest, I can watch that shit anytime. That shit is fucking funny to me. Like, I can, bro, any time of day. Bro, give me Family Guy, give me fucking, I'll watch regular show Family Guy. I'll watch Arthur. I ain't gonna cap, because when I grew up, I remember we ain't always had cable G on, bro. I used to be Channel 11 Warrior in this bitch, bro, watching that shit every day. That shit used to be the shit, boy. I used to love when it got around Christmas time. Arthur had a Christmas episode I used to watch every time. I used to fuck with that shit. Like, I don't know, being a kid, certain things used to feel more significant. It's kind of funny, like, so, like, around like Thanksgiving and shit like that, or around like Christmas, you'll hear that Charlie Brown music playing and shit. See that shit on TV, you know it's around that time because it's the only time they play it. Or that what was it? Grandma got ran over by a reindeer. Gee, they played the fuck out that shit. That shit was funny as hell though. Like it be some good stuff. I feel like a lot of times that time is going on, it just don't be too many shows that are memorable. You know what I mean? Like I feel like, I don't know. Everything just goes over the top. Teen Titans was in a league of its own, right? Then they brought it back as Teen Titans Go. I'm not one of the people who take it serious. I know it's supposed to be a gag show. They've had maybe an episode or two that were actually good, but Teen Titans was all around. You see what I'm saying? Like, why did you have to change it? You feel me? You could have kept it going. Teen Titans was godly. That was a great show. It's funny because like nothing stays the same anymore for real. They just always try to add unnecessary changes on it. And I just be feeling like why? Like, why not just keep stuff the same until people feel... But it's like, what throw me off, too, though, like, just as much as the producers and the directors of these video games and shows be bad, on the low, I feel like the customer needs to take the blame, too. Because these are the same people who, even when they are trying to keep shit the same, they constant... It's the same thing all the time. It's the same thing all the time. It's this and that. Okay, you don't want it to be the same thing, but you don't want it to be something new. What the fuck, bro? Like, come on now. Like, which one do you want it to be type shit? You feel me? Like, make it make sense. Like, I be feeling like I feel like a lot of times we still have good shit. We still have good music. We still have good games. People are still like certain shit if they would literally stop complaining. Like, it's justifiable. I admit, I complain all the time. I let a motherfucker know in a heartbeat. Hell yeah, this shit is weak. I'm calling that shit out. But at the same time, I ain't no like you know, I appreciate what we got now. You know what I mean? I ain't stuck on the past. I don't dwell on that shit too long. Like, we got this, we got a lot of stuff now that's I feel like it's truly worth, like, I don't know, this shit is actually, I don't know, it's good. It's good. I will admit though, like, it's funny when I look at it because I know somebody who got an old gen console, and it's just so crazy because when I go back to the Xbox One SG and I be peeping how long that shit be taking to load, I'm like, this shit really don't take that long to load. When you go back to them old games, like, we be playing sometimes, and motherfucker tell me they ain't even loaded in the game yet. I'm already in the game and shit, bro. I'm like, damn, I be forgetting about that shit. I had that big bulky one, and then I had the white one. But the bulky one was funny because, like, that motherfucker was lasting me for a minute. That motherfucker used to sound like a jet gun. Loud as hell, bro. Making all that damn hot as hell all the time. Want to know how that bitch went out on me, though? The battery, not the battery, the button. The Xbox, it stopped letting me tap it. I couldn't. One day, I wasn't even on it. That motherfucker was going stupid. It was like, do. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Why the fuck is it beeping like that constantly? Shit was wild to me, but it's just like, I feel like, I don't know, you just won't have those times like that no more. But it is crazy, though, because it's like, damn, shit really has changed on the low. And we just gotten so adapted to it that it just look old to us now because we adapted to it. That's basically it. Okay, so I'm sure the viewers would like to know, what's the best advice you've ever ignored?
What's the best advice? What?
That you've ever ignored.
Ignored?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really. I'll say the best advice I ever ignored is advice I already received that I didn't like from somebody. Like, I always listen to advice, but if I feel like you gotta give me a reason. Like, say if you give me advice that I know, but I see you and I know you don't live by that same advice, I'm not gonna listen to you.
Exactly. I feel like that's anybody. Like, literally, like, I'm not finna listen to your advice if I know you're not doing the same shit. Like, you just call. I don't know. Sometimes it just be people who be just like trying to just help people out, but I feel like you're not really helping people out. You're like, sometimes it's certain people that get offended by that shit. It's kind of funny, but it's like a lot of times people need to know, like, advice can only be given if you follow what you say. You can't be just out here leading the blind type shit. You feel me? Like, I feel like you gotta truly know what you're talking about. I feel like. Okay, so let me ask you this, bro. What's something you've learned the hard way?
Something I learned the hard way. You gotta always You gotta always be there for yourself no matter what. Like me personally, I always see myself like growing up. I'm there for myself. Don't get me wrong, but I'm always pouring into others. And it's like sometimes you do lose yourself, and you start realizing like, damn, you need to put more to yourself. So that's one thing that I have to work on for sure. Like focus on myself, man. When you focus on yourself, everything else will be much smoother. Like you can easily focus. Like you can deal with other people too, but you gotta make sure you get yourself first.
Exactly, like not involve yourself with another person if you know that you not really like there with yourself type shit. Like basically what you're saying. I think, yeah.
It's okay to be a little selfish.
Hey, I feel like you know what I'm saying. You always supposed to care about yourself. What they say, self care, basically, pretty much. Like you gotta always still gotta you gotta love yourself before you can love anybody else type shit like that. I feel that all the time. I feel like you gotta always be smart about that. Like just appreciate yourself. Like don't. That's why I was telling about earlier when I was mentioning about being positive and shit like that. Like I feel like anybody who's in a situation where they're down, be up on yourself still. Don't just be down on yourself because that shit can make you lose yourself, like you just mentioned earlier. That's actually very true. Okay. So now this is gonna be a interesting one. I'm curious to see what you say to this one. But what's one thing that you wish you could tell your younger self?
One thing I wish I could tell my younger self is I say I would tell myself to start streaming shit.
Oh man, I was mad as hell because I used to stream at one point. Back when they had Mixer, I used to do that, and then I used to do Twitch. Well, back when I don't know why did they take that away from Xbox? The Twitch and the Xbox thing used to be perfect. You used to just be able to hit play, and you could automatically be playing on Twitch. They took that shit clean off. I'm like, what the fuck? And then like I had to start doing it through YouTube. I used to do it on my old laptop. That motherfucker was perfect. It had hella space. It was running fast as hell. I was able to stream on it. I was able to do all of that shit. Then one day some water got on it from the radiator. I was mad as hell. What the fuck? I had to throw that bitch away. I had to get a whole new computer. I was mad as hell. I had so much stuff on it. But like nowadays, when I play the game and shit like that, like I just try to lock in. If I know like, okay, I want to get some stuff for a video, I'm gonna just start the game, then I'm gonna record, and I'm gonna just be like, okay, I just want to do this. I want to get this shit over with. And then I want to just, because I feel like a lot of times, like I be telling you about the game, be feeling like a job. G, motherfuckers hop on that. G, you gotta actually be on your P's and Q's. You can have fun, don't get me wrong. I can have fun. But I gotta be so locked in so much, bro. I don't know, G. I'm like, damn, G, I can't even relax. Niggas be always, and then let's not talk about the fact that everybody want to be one up over somebody. So what do niggas do? All type of cheap whole shit possible. Motherfuckers be legit cheating, bro. Explain to me this, right? We grew up in the era where motherfuckers used to run hacks in these lobbies, right? Back then, to do all of that, you basically had to do so much extra. You had to, you used, first of all, no, they used to let you basically download that shit. Like in the old Black Ops games, they let you download cheats. Why is people who had to download that shit back in the day just able to hop in? They supposed to have a whole anti-cheat, but niggas literally cheating. That's why I don't play that Warzone shit game. That's why I don't play it. Because we was winning games, and then the final circle, niggas cheating. It used to be so annoying. And then we start playing casual, right? And then them same cheating niggas wanted to try to come over there to casual, bro. You'll be running the lobby, obviously, probably at like damn that 20 kills, damn that, right? And you get to the final circle, you get beamed across the map. Nigga going in circles, spinning, getting headshots, bro. Bogus as hell, bro. Like, why the fuck is this allowed in today's society, bro? Shit should be completely different. Shit is funny when you really think about it. Okay. What would you say? Let me see which one would I. All right, I'm gonna choose one. Okay. What would you say, bro, would be the biggest risk you've ever taken?
That's a good question. Biggest risk I ever taken.
This is a good question. I already knew.
Yeah, I don't really be taking no crazy risks. I'll probably say like, shit. I'll probably say, I don't know, man. That's a great question. That's something I gotta overthink.
Man, what? Let me see. Well, let me see. For me, what I say my biggest risk would be? Man, well, one, I just thought of an idea of a risk that people was taking at one point. Remember when people was basically out here fucking scamming the government, getting all that free money and shit? That's the riskiest shit you could ever really do, for real. We being honest, it was putting yourself at risk. Funny as hell, like them niggas, and it's people who be doing this shit constant, and it's just, I don't know, bro. I be seeing it, and I be just wondering who's falling for this shit. People be just looking at that shit like, oh man. It's funny though, because like motherfuckers be doing that shit to older people, and it's like, that's so bogus. But at the same time, it's like, bruh, why on earth is it that easy for them people to get access to people numbers? That shit is weird. You should not be able to, a bunch of old people just calling them, taking advantage of them and shit. That shit is so wrong. That shit be wrong. I got one more thing then, and we gonna try to get ready to kind of wrap this up. But hold on, let me see. I'm thinking. Now this one you gonna have to think on this one, but I'm gonna give you all the time in the world to think on this one, bro. What keeps you up at night, good or bad?
Like, I don't get it. What keeps me up at night?
Like, what keeps you feeling good at night? Or what keeps you feeling, I don't know, I mean, either or. I would imagine you probably would just what keeps you feeling good, bro? Like, what keeps you like, oh man, you know what? I'm able to sleep comfortably. I know I'm going good, until the next day is going to be smooth.
Oh, shit. I'll just probably say, I probably got something to look forward to the next day, y'all. Like, I got something I'm finna do, or that day, the same night I went to sleep, like, everything was just good. Like, everything just had to be going good, like.
That's I can get that, because I mean, shit, think about it, bro. Like, what the fuck? If everything is going great, is everything going like static for you, bro? You gonna be happy as hell. You ain't gonna go to sleep calm, no problems, no none of that shit. I'm be honest. That's one of my questions where I have it there. I ain't even really think about the other half of it for real. I low key put it there as an idea, as an option. Like, man, like, but obviously, come on now. I feel like this though. It was great having you on today's episode, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, my boy. Thank you for coming out.
I appreciate you for having me, man.
Of course, man. You already know, man. Hey, I wouldn't even mind having you on for another episode if you ever wanted to, bro. It's perfectly fine, because I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm able to talk to you smooth as hell, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie. This shit coming, you feel me? Perfect as fuck. So, let me ask you this, right? When people listen to this podcast today, what's the one thing you want people to feel when they hear it?
What's one thing I want them to feel? I just want them to feel like organic, like everything just chill, relax, like ain't this evil and blunt, like
yeah.
I just hope like everybody that listen to this podcast just get a relaxed vibe, and
exactly,
especially if they smoking their weed, just relax and just listen to me and my boy Keandre have a nice little conversation, man.
Oh God, man, this shit, like I said, this shit come too easy. This shit just rolling off the tongue, bro. You instantly work. You even when you don't have nothing to say to it, bro, you be still having something to say to it, bro. So I ain't never really got to worry about it.
Yeah, so I just want them to feel a nice little chill vibe.
And I ain't gonna lie, I'm glad that everybody, you know what I'm saying, everybody give my boy the Quan, you feel me? Definitely. Shout out to my boy. My boy definitely came over here, came in, showed out. I appreciate you for coming over, of course.
For sure.
But with all that being said, y'all, if y'all liked it, definitely follow it, share it with your people, you feel me? Like, subscribe, get this video up, man. I definitely want to keep the podcast episodes coming for y'all. Once again, man, if y'all need to get in contact with your boy, you can get in contact with me at Djay on Twitter, or y'all can get in contact with me through my Xbox gamer tag, Evil Eye Dre. And of course, man, that's a wrap. You've been chilling with Dre on Evil and Blunt. Stay up, stay real, and stay blunt. I'm gonna catch you next episode. Peace out.